And welcome on Sunday, February the 18th. I'm still full from lunch. We had a late lunch, but we went to the next town over and did some shopping, bought a bunch of fucking junk food I don't fucking need, and some things, to have around the house to, like, actually eat. Like at Menards, they had a 4-pack of, like, macaroni and cheeses for $3. So they were still good. So I was like, that's less than $1 for each of those little cups. So sometimes, come home, you just want a little something, don't want much. And that's, for stuff. And then we ate once we got back to town. And they weren't really that busy. But we had a bit of a wait. So it was even later. We had a good weekend. We were trying to look up a place Mom was thinking of this morning. And it turns out it's the one place, I don't know if I just forgot to post a picture or if I didn't have signal where this restaurant was that we stopped at, because she was trying to think of the place. She's like, oh, it just happened to be, off by itself. It was supposed to be by a lake, but it wasn't really by a lake. But she just remembered how they had a really good ham steak. And it turns out it was near Tin Killer Lake in Oklahoma. Because she kept trying to say it, and I was like, she was like, it was off to the left side of the road. I'm like, that's the location, not a discrete. Because I was like, do you remember what it looked like? Oh, I should probably turn my ice off. I don't need to make any more ice, but that's fine. But I was asking her, I was like, do you remember what the place looked like or whatever, or description? And she's like, well, it was like off on the left side of the road. I'm like, that's a location, not a description. But we ended up figuring it out. Because I don't know why it finally popped in my head, because she was saying something about it, there was like a kid, well, I don't know if he was a kid, maybe he was in his early 20s or like a teenager or whatever. She knew it was like by a lake, but not really like by the lake. I was like, if she had described it maybe as this place, because it kind of looked like a log cabin. And once I finally remembered, I was like, the name had something funny in it, like because it's by the dam. So I was thinking it's like it had some funny kind of name, and it turned out to be called Big Daddy's Right on the Dam Highway. That's what it says on the map, but when you look it up, like the sign actually says right on the dam lake or something, or right by the dam lake, or right by the lake. So maybe the sign is different because they couldn't put a, well, that's not a bad word. They just say dam. Right by the damn highway, because it's there by the, kind of like the joke from Vegas Vacation. You said, do you know where I get some damn bait? It's kind of that kind of joke. But it kind of looked like a log cabin, and when you actually walked in, there was kind of an entryway, and then I think the bar was toward the back, but the restaurant we had to go in another door, because, I don't know, there was a couple different places to go. So... But I finally remembered what she was talking about. I don't know how. But... Oh, excuse me. That's why I should get to the question and just shut the fuck up. But yeah, it turned out to be the one place, the one restaurant I didn't post the picture to my Facebook page, because usually I'll tag it, and I'll say here's what we ate, and I'll tag the place so that I can find it again, so that I know where we've been and yada yada yada. And it helps me especially when I'm doing the videos, because I can look back for that day and the places that I tagged in the photos, and it can be like, okay, I'll put this in the tag for the video and this in the tag for the video and blah blah blah. YouTube says it doesn't help people find my video anymore, so I guess back in the day, it was like, put as many tabs in as you can possibly do, because it helps people find your video, and now I guess it doesn't matter that much. I don't know, it's whatever, man. But I guess now it's more about the title and the description, what you put in those. That helps people find your video more, I don't know. But, so we figured it out, and I favorited it in my Google Maps, so that so that I can find it. We can find it again when we have this question again, because inevitably we will. But she was thinking, because we're going to go on a little trip here in a couple, 2 weeks, I guess it's just 2 weeks from now. So, but she was thinking maybe we could go down and eat at that place again, but it's a little bit too far down to make it in just a weekend. We're going to go on a tiny little mini, little weekend trip. So, but we were trying to figure that out this morning, where that was, to see if we could get back to it and, go eat at it. So, but it's too far. So we're not going to go to Big Daddy's right on the damn highway. At least not for this little trip. Maybe a next bigger, longer trip. Bigger, longer, uncut. Stop part, whatever. But we have a question. We have a question here on the 18th, right? Right, 18th. Oh my goodness. I think I'm going to make it. As long as this question is not long and involved, and it probably will be long and involved today, since it's like, what, almost 5 p.m. Where is your favorite place to shop, and what do you love to shop for? Well, it used to be Hastings. It was an entertainment superstore here in the Midwest, but they went out of business many years ago. And that's kind of where that's actually where I bought a lot of my original Funko Pops that I started collecting. Was there, because they had comic books, and they had movies and CDs and action figures and books. Did I say books already? I don't know. I think I said comic books. They had comic books. Video games. It was like an entertainment superstore. Kind of like, there's also one around here, vintage stock. There's a few of those around. Like there's one in Joplin that's the biggest vintage stock, and oh my god, it was huge. They had a ton of Funko Pops in there, a ton of everything, because it like looped around that side of the mall. I was like, Jesus Christ, it's a big fucking store. But so they kind of do the same thing, where they sell, like you can take, and it's like kind of a second hand, whatever, kind of like GameStop used to do. Is GameStop even still in business, or did they go completely out of business? Are they like, I don't know. I know they closed a lot of stores, at least. I was trying to think if, I don't know, completely unrelated. But kind of like they do, they'll buy your old games, they'll buy your old collectibles, whatever, blah blah blah. And vintage stock will do the same. There's not one of those around here. I mean, Mom and I, every time we go on our little trips, we got to stop at a Walmart somewhere. We usually stop at Walgreens. Usually I'm searching for like Walgreens exclusive Funko Pops when we go there. I ended up getting all the Halloween one year, when it happened to be when we were on vacation. We go around October anyway, but it was Halloween peanuts, and we had to stop off at a couple different Walgreens, but I found all 4 of them. So, and one of them's worth quite a bit now, I think. I don't know what I do with my phone. So I like going to Walgreens and searching for their Funko Pops. It should be in my list. I don't know how far down, but it's the Charlie Brown with the ghost costume on, where he's got all the eyes. I want to go value high to low. Oh, look at him. He's right there at the top of my list. The little Charlie Brown ghost. He's worth like 111. So, yeah. I bought him off the shelf at at a Walgreens somewhere. I don't know. But so I mean, there's always Funko Pops. Yeah, we don't have. Did FYE go out of business? I know the one in the city near us closed, but they have like, it's kind of there, because Boxed Lunch has like physical stores. I think you can go visit, but I don't think there's that many of them, or at least not around here. I don't know. I don't know where the nearest Boxed Lunch store would be. But if we had a store like that, like I mean, there's one here in town. It's just run by a local guy. It's called Rockin' Sports Entertainment, and he does that where he has like Funko Pops and movies and CDs and old games and you can take basically anything to him. Records. I think he deals in like cassettes, VHS. At one point he had what was the thing that Ralphie? Skylanders, the little figures that you would put on the thing and they'd pop up in your game, whatever. But yeah, so I mean, usually I like to, if I have a specific movie in mind, I'm like, oh, the next time I go to Rockin' Sports, I'll look for it. And then of course by the next time I get uptown to go and stop off at the shop, I'm like, what movie was it I was looking for? Oh, damn. So I guess maybe I should, when I think of it, put a note in my phone. These are the movies you want to look for, so that I remember to see if he has them. Shop local, that kind of thing. Yeah, I like to shop at Target mainly for Funko Pops. I mean, sometimes they'll have different movies, different like collections, movie collections or TV series that Walmart does not carry. But yeah, I guess that's kind of it. Mostly right now I like to go little places and search for Funko Pops. But that was what our Salvation Army here recently closed. And at the end of last month, I believe. And Mom asked me if I went down and looked to see if there was any deals. She didn't make it to town to find out, but I was like, no. It's like, I mean, they would have movies. I collect movies. I bought some more today. It's today or I guess it was yesterday. Because we went to Those Were the Days. That's the local. That's a local. It's like a flea market, antique store, 3 stories. The basement is mostly all of the furniture and stuff. They have like desks down there and chairs and entertainment centers and dressers and recliners and mattresses and a bunch of chairs and. But so they're can be an interesting place to go because then you can like yesterday I found a bunch of movies, so I'll have to actually do one of those pickup videos that I promised you someday. Actually coming up on the 29th. I don't have an answer to question. Yes, that's how that was supposed to come out of my mouth. A question to answer. So I might actually do a pickup video that day or some other video. I don't know. I was going to show you my chairs. You can barely see the back of that one. But I got those at Those Were the Days. So, but they're kind of buried in here in my pile of crap that I have never dealt with. So, here's a toy that I got. Oh, come here, you. That I got Minxie today. You pull it's like one of those, you pull its tail and it zips. It buzzes. So, because she broke, actually sitting on the floor right by it, was her other one, that little, the bug, because she got to where she would put her paw on this and hold it down, grab this loop with her teeth, and just pull it. So, he don't jiggle no more. But, I'll put this on the floor in here. She might discover it again later. She doesn't know. She's tired. Me too. But so yes, Those Were the Days is a fun place to go to kill a bunch of time, just to see what they have. And there's a lot of different a lot of different booths with movies. Actually, a lot of the booths were like empty or almost empty yesterday. I'm wearing in case you're wondering, it's my Ninja Turtles Chasing a Pizza shirt that I bought this a while back somewhere off Facebook. I don't know. I just wore it for the first time yesterday, and then it's like, I didn't bother changing shirts today. I just went on out in what I was doing. So that can be a fun store to go through and just see who has what, you know. Right. I guess Minxie wants to go shopping. I don't know. You want to go shopping? For what, ma'am? But yeah, those are a couple of good places. You know, when Mom and I went, it's the world's largest gift store. That's somewhere here close by, and it has like the state's largest candy shop right next door. But that place, the world's largest gift shop, had like everything. I mean, it was a huge place. So that was kind of fun to shop in. Funko Pops, they had, you know, like 2 or 3 booths that were just Funko Pops. So a little bit of everything. What's up, ma'am? So that's a couple fun options of places to go to look for Funko Pops. Even though it's kind of like, I don't know, sometimes I don't really like to buy them because it's like, unless it's a really good deal on something, you know. Like if I can just get it off the internet for, you know, about the same price or maybe cheaper, usually not, but, you know, if I can get it off the internet for just about the same price, I'm kind of like, I probably, if I had unlimited funds, every time I went, you know, and I saw a Funko Pop that I wanted, I'd just buy it, but that's not the case at the moment, so we won't be doing that. But anyway, that's a couple places that I like to go shopping for movies. Sometimes movies. Just like sometimes like with Those Were the Days. Just whatever I find. I don't think I have anything particular here that I was just kind of like, oh, I thought that was cool, so I bought it, you know, kind of thing. I guess I do. That wasn't at Those Were the Days. This was the place. I can't remember where Mom and I went, but it was some little, you know, antique store flea market. But it's these 2 little bugs. One's a Muppet, and one's the M&Ms. We've got the Muppets going here, and the bug, and a bug. And then we've got the M&Ms going here, and another bug. So I don't know if there's other bugs in this series, but I've got those 2 at least. So yeah, so sometimes it's just, you know, stupid little shit that I was like, oh, that's cool, I'll buy that. And then it's like, I should probably get some bookshelves so I can start displaying some of this shit, and instead of just leaving it sitting around in piles and, you know, what have you. But you know, whatever, man, whatever. But yeah, are you ready to go to bed? I might be. Always slipping into a food coma somehow, you know. But I was messing with her foot. I don't know if she liked it. But anyway, that's a couple of answers to your question today. And I'm going to get this uploaded, and I will see you for when I see you, of course.